G'day guys, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. Jamie's having a very well-earned day off today. Didn't have any runners through the week, but we've got a bit of a feature on this week's video on Shory Park. So certainly stay tuned for that, and we'll have a look at our runners this week. Look at taking Lulus Choice to Chachura on Tuesday. Yeah, I thought she was really gallant again the other day. She just kept finding one or two better. Like the horse that, beat her at Geelong went and won at Sandown yesterday. And then she was caught off the track at Horsham over 1200, and probably 1200 is her maximum distance if she gets a nice run. So yeah, nothing sort of gone her way, but we'll look at taking her to Chachura. Back to the 1100, might throw a set of shades on her. We'll give her a gallop in the morning with a set of blinkers on, and we'll see how she works up. But if she works up good, then yeah, you know that she'll run her usual honours race. Hopefully she can have a bit of luck in running and finally put her head in front, because she's certainly looking for a holiday and she deserves one. So yeah, if she can put her head in front on Tuesday, then she can go for a well-earned break. G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. We've gone on a bit of a field trip today down the road to Shory Park, and Shory Park, who's owned by Nikki Cook, is an integral part of our business in that Nikki takes all our off the trackers, and any horse that is retired from racing, Nikki takes them on board, and she does an amazing job with the horses that we send her. And yeah, we certainly wouldn't be able to run our business if we didn't have someone like Nikki that's in our corner, that we're able to get on the phone and say, hey Nikki, got a couple of horses here that need to be rehomed, and Nikki takes them on board, and she does an amazing job for finding them a home, and most importantly a suitable home. So let's go inside and let's go and meet Nikki Cook, and let's see what it's all about. Thanks for having us down here at Shory Park, Nikki. I'll leave it to you to tell us a little bit more about what you do here at Shory Park.
Yeah, thanks for coming down, guys. So we are one of the largest retrainers in Australia. We take on between 150 and probably 250 thoroughbreds each year. We're based just out of Torquay, down the road from these guys, and have a nice 85-acre property here. So I grew up working in race stables with Bryce Stanaway for 10 years, so that gave me a very thick skin and school of hard knocks. So I did that before and after school, rode track work, and before I knew it, I was taking home horses that were too slow from different stables, and Dad's rule was 1 in, 1 out. So I started having to find homes for these horses. Even as a 14-year-old kid, I was selling and retraining off-the-track thoroughbreds. So here, like I said, we've got 85 acres. We've got great facilities that we've started from scratch. So when we bought the property, there was not much here. It was not a horse property. So I've been able to design it just to suit our needs. So we've got some stables if we've got any injured horses, some great tie-ups, some wash bays, a great undercover area, and a lovely big oversized 60 by 30 sand arena, and even some cross-country jumps to freshen up the horses occasionally as well. So basically when horses come to us, they've often finished racing the day before or very shortly. So we give them a nice 3-month spell. We've got a big 20-acre paddock which they all go out to, and they just get to be a horse out there. They get fed twice a day and their rugs on and their feet done, but we don't annoy them, and we just let them enjoy being out with some friends for a change. And then they come in and start the retraining process. So it really changes depending on the horse and what work they've had as a racehorse, but normally between 6 weeks and 3 months is a sweet spot, hopefully, to find them a home. And we do a variety of everything. So they start on the ground, then they go into some dressage training, some hacking out around the farm. If they're nice and sound horses with a good attitude, they go into jumping, and we do lots of trail riding and hacking out to make sure they're fit for their new home. At any given time, we can have up to 70 horses on the property. We normally have about 40 in work. We're a little bit low at the moment because I'm about to go on a little holiday. So I think we've only got about 30 in work at the moment. 7 of those being my personal polo ponies, which is my little hobby on the sidelines. But I can't do it by myself. So I have an amazing team of staff. Each day we have between 3 or 4 staff, and there's 10 staff in total, including weekends and casuals as well. So each horse is obviously here for their 3-month spell and goes on to do maybe up to 3 months of work with us. Some have been here up to 2 years. So finding them a home really depends on their attitude and their soundness as to how quick we can find them a home. So some, like I said, we've had for 2 years and we're still struggling to find them a home, but they're always safe here until we find that right person. Others we might have for 6 weeks. So they go from a range of pleasure horses, some are trail riding up in Mansfield in the high country, some are out playing polo, and lots are out with kids for pony club. And it's amazing. Sometimes the trainer says, you know, this one is a little bit hot or a little bit of a pain in the stables, and they come here and they're just a complete kids pony. So it's amazing to see their attitude shift once they've had that holiday and given a new chance at a different career. So I get a thrill of finding every horse a home that comes through the stables. Some of the best ones are often the ones that are maybe a little bit trickier to rehome or that are just suited for light pleasure riding, and probably ones that may have been discarded elsewhere, and we've been able to find them a really nice pleasure home and they're doted on like they're a 5-star eventer. So I do love getting those updates. But we've had horses go on to win the 4-year-old and 5-year-old Horse of the Year event at Werribee 3-Day. So they do a young horse class each year, and we've been the winner 2 years in a row. So that's been really exciting. We went to back, so horses that we'd produced. So yeah, I get a thrill from both ends, but yeah, it is always amazing to get updates from their horses that we've homed. So we were trying to work out how long I've been getting horses from Emsley for, and we've been at this property for 8 years, and I definitely had some at our last property, so I'm guessing it's over 10 years. Pieces of Silver was one of the first ones I got, and it would be interesting if Jamie even remembers that horse, because I don't think he was much chop, but he was a sweet little horse that went on to play polo. But it's really good because Jamie gives us a full rundown of every horse that we get, and I always know that exactly what we're getting on or what problems, you know, we've got to manage, which are all achievable once we know, and having a good rapport and a good honest relationship with someone makes our job so much easier. So we've had quite a few horses from Emsley Lodge. A few of the standout kids we've had through, Make It Count, so we called him Mick. We sold him twice because one of the owners came back, but the people that have him now, he's the most beautiful doted trail riding horse, and I've got a ripper photo of the lady sitting there with her son in front of her on him, and he's just absolutely adored. So he was just a pleasure to retrain. Who else have we had? We've had Lauren Zeddy. He's down in Warrnambool, again with another mum, and he does a bit of everything, dressage, show jumping, and he actually loved to jump as well. He was a really nice horse, one of the most beautiful on the flat horses that we had through. We've got Devil's Ears, who actually went on to one of our staff that has actually worked for Emsley Lodge as well. So he is now out eventing. He's a little pocket rocket, absolutely loves to jump. So he's with Kaya now, who works for me. So we've also had Diamond Luke come through. He's with a family that has 4 of our off the trackers, both mum and daughter ride. And they've got 2 each. So he's a very much loved adult rider dressage mount, and he keeps the mum safe, and she's probably about 65 now, so he does a very good job out at the local dressage days. So here we have Zippity Zoo Star, who has come from Emsley Lodge about 2 months ago now. We've had him spelling in the paddock. His career was cut a little bit short after showing a little bit of promise, so he is going to make a superstar eventer, I think. He's a nice, big, tall, gentle giant. And we're looking at him having his first bit of work today. He's had the farrier this morning. He's going to be pretty fresh because he's full of feed. We're still filling him out a little bit, and we look forward to him transitioning into a eventer. So we're so grateful for the owners that help us to keep afloat. It's an expensive game we do, so spelling them for 3 months on average costs us about $3,000. And at the moment, horses are only selling for about $1,500, these thoroughbreds, so the market is a little bit flooded. But we love our job and we love finding these horses home, so we really appreciate the support from the owners that helps transition their careers from racing to off the track. And it's a really important part that owners still stay involved, and we love updating them with how successful they are in their new career.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. I'd like to thank Nikki for taking the time out of her day to show us what goes on at Shory Park and give us all a bit of an insight on what her day looks like day to day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. As for our runners, only got the one runner, but she'll be a good chance. She usually will run her usual honest race. True is a nice on-speed track, so she should get every chance there. As for, although we don't have a lot of runners, we'll have 8 sort of trialling at Colac. A lot of those horses trialled at Mortlake the other day, where we gave them a sort of soft trial. We'll give them a bit of a tougher trial at Colac, where we can bang them out of the gates and find out where they're all at, whether we sort of need another trial after that, or we can start looking for some races for these horses. Probably the most important thing going on this weekend is Hawks play Bulldogs, so probably tick that box. Probably play the Cats next week, and we can march our way onto the grand final. But until next week, see you later.